Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 College Football Week 2, boys. Coming off a solid Week 1, we went 4-2. Big Ree went 3-0. Unfortunately, due to schedule conflicts, me and Big Ree weren't able to take this together. So I will be giving you guys my picks, and I got Ree's picks here, so pay attention closely. Big Ree went 3-0. All right, here we go, boys. College football Week 2. Gonna start you guys off. Game 1, we got UTEP versus UNLV. UNLV is a 23-point favorite here, boys. UTEP 0-1, lost last week 30-10 to Northern Arizona at home. And, you know, they put up a total of 225 total yards there. And just honestly a horrible team and been a bad team for a long time. And just, you know, nobody cares about UTEP and everybody loves to go against UTEP, so it's an easy win. We got UNLV 0-1. They did lose last week 43-21 on the road to USC. USC is a very good team, a Power 5 conference team, and they stayed competitive. That was a close game until the fourth where USC blew that out, you know, but they put up 405 points on that USC offense, on that USC defense. That's pretty impressive. They can put up 405 total yards on USC. They're going to tear UTEP a new one. I think their QB, Armani Rogers, he's the real deal. He's going to have 500 total yards, rushing and passing. Mark my words, 500 in total yards this game. This is an easy one, boys. Take UNLV minus 23. Second game, we got Kentucky 0-1 at Florida. Florida is a 13.5-point favorite here. Kentucky won on the road last week 35-20 at home against Central Michigan. You know, yes, they have a solid run game. Kentucky has a solid run game, but horrible pass game, horrible QB play. And, you know, good luck going up against that Florida D, because it's going to be very tough to get yards against them. And, you know, I just really like Florida here. They're 1-0. They had a huge win, 53-6 against Charleston Southern. You know, just a complete blowout through 3 quarters. And I think Florida's really been building up their program over the last few years, and this is going to be their year where they're going to be very competitive and compete in the SEC. You know, I really like their offense, very stacked. I think their QB, Felipe Franks, is legit 6'6" QB. He's the real deal, strong arm. And I think they're going to surprise people in the SEC this year. And I really like them this week. They're at home. This is an opener. This is an easy one too, boys. Take Florida minus 13.5. Third game, we got Wyoming at Missouri. Missouri is a 17.5-point favorite here. Wyoming lost 41-19 at home versus Washington State. And if it wasn't for turnovers by Washington State, you know, they would have lost by 40, to be honest. And they put up 206 yards. That's just not going to get it done. That's not enough offense in college football. And they have horrible QB play once again. Another school with just really bad QB play. And you're going to need to have a QB that can throw the ball and put up points for you when you're playing Missouri. Because they got a high-powered offense there, and you're going to need to put up points. And once you get behind, if you're going to try to run the ball, it's not going to happen. You're just going to get blown out, which I expect here. You know, then we got Missouri 1-0. They had a big win, 51-14 against Tennessee Martin. Okay, nobody cares about Martin, but still, they had a big win. You know, they blew them out at halftime. They put up 40-plus points. Missouri played really well to end last season, and I feel like they're going to continue that momentum this year, and they're just going to play really well. I mean, this program has been building and building, and now I think this is going to be their year. It's tough. SEC is super tough, so I'm not going to say they're going to win the conference, but I think they're going to stay competitive in all their games. And then they got little Heisman candidate Drew Lock. That guy is an absolute stud. I really liked him last year. He's continuing to improve. He's going to play really well this year. The guy's a beast. He's going to keep them competitive in every game. This is my lock of the week. Take Missouri minus 17.5. Okay, here's Big Ree's picks that he gave to me. Remember, Big Ree went 3-0 last week. This guy knows his stuff. He studies up. First game, he's taking Arizona versus Houston over 72. He likes the over here. Take over 72. Game 2, Western Michigan versus Michigan. Michigan is a 27.5-point favorite. You know, yes, I picked Michigan last week against Notre Dame, and they just didn't play well. And maybe it should have been expected, first game with a new QB, but regardless, I still like Michigan. Big Reed thinks they're going to have a bounce-back game and turn Western Michigan a new one. He's taking the spread here, Michigan minus 27.5. Third game, he has Tulsa versus Texas. Texas is a 23-point favorite here. Once again, you know, Texas had a bad loss last week against Maryland. You know, on the road to Maryland, they lost by 5. And he feels they're going to have a bounce-back game here. And he likes Texas so much. This is his lock of the week. He's taking Texas minus 23. That's his lock of the week. All right, boys. We'll see you next week.